What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, as the fourth round of stimulus has already begun with $1 billion of student loan debt forgiven already, which is just the starting point, just the first sliver of student loan debt forgiveness, and the fourth and upcoming round of a stimulus, as well as related news. We got a lot to cover today. We're also going to talk about the Social Security SSI, SSDI $1,400 stimulus checks that many of you are reporting still has not come yet. I'm going to give you the latest details on all of that in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. It's completely free to do so you don't miss out on new updates on the third stimulus check and the upcoming rounds of stimulus in the future. Don't forget to hit the like button and let's jump right in. Vaccine maker AstraZeneca has been accused of cherry picking vaccine study data and its efficiency. The AstraZeneca vaccine is already under scrutiny in Europe as multiple different countries have paused it due to concerns over side effects and blood clots from the AstraZeneca vaccine. And a new poll in Europe says that the trust in this vaccine has plunged among European people. Dr. Fauci says that AstraZeneca will likely issue a modified statement coming up here either today or tomorrow on its vaccine. AstraZeneca will likely release a modified statement regarding its COVID-19 vaccine after the accuracy of the company's clinical trials results were thrown into question earlier this week, says White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci. The company on Monday announced the long-awaited results of its phase 3 clinical trials of the COVID-19 vaccine it developed with the University of Oxford, saying it was 79% effective in preventing systematic illness and 100% effective against severe disease hospitalization. The next day, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease released an unusual statement that said it was informed by the Data and Safety Monitoring Board overseeing its trial that the UK-based company may have included information in its US results that provided a, quote, incomplete view of the efficiency data. Reports are coming out about the AstraZeneca vaccine that it's potentially outdated and has misleading data that has overstated the effectiveness of its vaccine, says an independent panel. Pfizer is also starting an early stage trial for its new oral COVID-19 drug. According to Pfizer, the candidate has demonstrated potent in vitro antiviral activity against the virus that causes COVID-19, as well as activity against other coronavirus strains, suggesting the potential for use to address future threats. Pfizer's chief scientific officer said tackling the COVID-19 pandemic requires both prevention via vaccine and targeted treatment for those who contract the virus. Given the way SARS is mutating and continued global impact of COVID-19, it appears likely that it will be critical to both have access to the therapeutic options both now and beyond the pandemic. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals announces an antibody drug that cuts COVID-19 death risk by 70%. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals announced Tuesday that its COVID-19 antibody treatment has proven in a clinical study to sharply reduce the risk of hospitalization or death among patients who test positive for the virus. The company announced on its website that a trial involving more than 4,500 patients indicated that Regeneron's new treatment reduced both risks by 70%. The USDA has just announced increasing SNAP benefits, a form of stimulus program, aka food stamps, with pandemic relief funds. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, the USDA, announced on Monday that it would be increasing SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps, by 15% through funds from the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. According to a press release from the White House, the increase will provide around $3.5 billion to around 41 million people in households experiencing food insecurity, working out to an average of $28 more per person every single month, or $112 increase every single month for a family of four. Agriculture Secretary Tom Viselak says we cannot sit by and watch food insecurity grow in the United States. The American Rescue Plan brings help to those hurting the most due to the pandemic. It increases SNAP benefits so households can afford to put food on the table. It invests in working people and small towns and small businesses to get the economy back on track. And it makes the most meaningful investments in generations to reduce poverty. Now, I read through your comments on the morning video, the 10 a.m. video, and well, it does not appear to be good news for the vast majority of people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, VA benefits, as it looks like the vast majority of you guys did not receive your $1,400 direct deposit today. I did see multiple comments from people who did receive their $1,400 direct deposit that are on Social Security beneficiaries. And I'm not sure what the rhyme or reason is, but it's definitely a small percentage. It looks like probably less than 5 or 10% of people on Social Security did get their $1,400 direct deposits today. I'll get to the latest information we have from the Treasury here in just a minute. But from what it looks like the people that got their Social Security $1,400 check today seems that they have their own bank account, not necessarily on a Direct Express card. Let me know down below in the comments if you did or didn't receive your $1,400 today. And let me know also if you're on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or anything under the Social Security beneficiaries. But it looks like there is definitely a lot of people who got their $1,400 today. But it's unfortunate that a lot of America's most neediest people, people on Social Security beneficiaries, people who need it the most, it looks like a big letdown for a lot of you, unfortunately. And again, I did see multiple different comments of people who did receive their Social Security beneficiaries. It looked their $1,400 stimulus check. It looks like a lot of them had their own bank accounts. They're on Social Security, but they got it deposited to their own bank account, not necessarily the Direct Express card. So again, feel free to read through the comments. I'm seeing a lot of no's that they didn't receive it yet today. I did definitely see a lot of people that said they got it today, but it looks to be less than 5 or 10% of people on Social Securities. I'm also seeing a lot of other people that got their direct deposits today. I'm expecting at least 10 million people to get their direct deposit today. Up until this point, before today, there was still about 60 million people who have not received their $1,400 stimulus check. So you are not alone. I will be here with you to help you through this. I'll be reading the comments, reading through as many articles and as much data and information as I can to bring you guys the most recent information on the third stimulus check package and the fourth stimulus check package. Let me read you this statement from the Treasury Department, which is the most recent statement that we have thus far. This press release from the U.S. Department of Treasury is the most recent that we have. And they say today, the Department of Treasury, the IRS, and the Bureau of Fiscal Services announced that the next batch of economic impact payments, aka stimulus checks, will be issued to taxpayers this week, with many of these coming by paper check or prepaid debit card. That's a big key that we're going to get to here in a second. For taxpayers receiving direct deposit, this batch of payments began processing last Friday and will have an official payment date of today, Wednesday, March 24th, with some people seeing these in their accounts earlier, potentially as provisional or pending deposit. A large number of this latest batch of payments will also be mailed. So taxpayers who do not receive a direct deposit by March 24th should watch the mail carefully in the coming weeks for a paper check or a prepaid debit card known as an economic impact payment card or as an EIP card. So again, even if you're on direct deposit, you could receive a paper check or a debit card in the mail. More on that in just a minute. No action is needed by most people to obtain this round of economic impact payments. People can check the IRS Get My Payment tool on irs.gov to see if their payment has been scheduled. Today marks the second batch of payments, with additional payments anticipated on a weekly basis going forward. So, again, additional payments are anticipated on a weekly basis going forward. The vast majority of taxpayers receiving economic impact payments will receive it by direct deposit. In addition, the IRS and the Bureau of Fiscal Services leverage data in their systems will convert many payments to direct deposits that otherwise would have been sent as paper checks or debit cards. This has accelerated the disbursement of these payments by weeks. So yes, many more millions of Americans are and have received their $1,400 stimulus check on today, March 24th, as you can read down below in the comments. But it does appear, at least up until this point, hopefully maybe they come through today, or maybe they got sent today and will clear tomorrow and will be in your bank account or your direct express card by tomorrow. But it looks like the vast majority of Social Security beneficiaries, unfortunately, did not receive their $1,400 direct deposits today. If you don't receive your direct deposit by today, it's more and more likely by the day that percentage chance, your chances of this going up every single day, that you are going to receive a paper check or a debit card probably go up by 5% every day. So every day that you don't receive a direct deposit for your $1,400, your chances grow more and more likely that you're actually going to receive a paper check or a debit card in the mail instead of a direct deposit for the $1,400. Even if you're on direct deposit, you could receive a paper check and a debit card in the mail. I've already seen thousands of comments of people saying that this happened to them this round and for previous rounds as well. So even if you've got direct deposit before, the IRS could send you a paper check or a debit card in the mail. So this is what the envelopes or the checks in the mail or debit cards in the mail have looked like in the past. You can see this one says economic impact payment card or a debit card. It has a blue treasury seal and it says not a bill or advertisement. Important information about your economic impact payment. This will include a debit card, but it can also look like this, which would have a check here and it says U.S. Department of Treasury, Bureau of the Fiscal Service. So if you see either this or this in your mail, please don't throw it away, as over 100,000 people have already thrown away their stimulus checks in the past. And I really don't want to see this happen to you. So every day that you don't receive a direct deposit for your stimulus check, if you're on direct deposit, it grows more and more likely that you will be receiving a check in the mail or a debit card in the mail. In fact, let me know down below in the comments if you already received a paper check or a debit card in the mail, and if you were expecting that or if you were expecting a direct deposit. Right now at this point, a little bit over half of the people expecting stimulus checks have received it, mostly via direct deposit. I'd say only about 10% of the people via check or debit card have received them, as they just started sending those out within the last few days. So if you haven't received your deposit yet, you're still among 50 million people that have not received it yet. I know it's unfortunate. It's been about 12 days since they passed the bill. So in past, this has actually taken a lot longer. And I know 12 days can feel like an eternity, but they've actually sent these out a lot faster than round one and round two. I know it will feel like an eternity, especially if you got it in one of the first rounds last time. You felt like you got your check immediately, you got your direct deposit immediately, and this time it's taken an eternity. I hear you. I'm on your side. I know it's vastly disappointing for most people on Social Security, especially because it looks like about 90% of people on Social Security and all the SSI, SSDI, VA, railroad benefits that are underneath the Social Security umbrella. It looks like, unfortunately, about 90% of you have not received your stimulus check yet. It's nothing that you did personally. There's nothing that you have to do. The main thing you can do is check the IRS Get My Payment tool. I know a lot of you guys say that the tool is completely useless, but that is really the only place to get information about your stimulus check directly, the status of your direct stimulus check. I'll keep you up to date on all the other big movements and stimulus checks, the upcoming round of stimulus checks, the Social Security increase of $200 per month, student loan debt forgiveness that has now begun, and the fourth stimulus check package that we have dozens of Democratic lawmakers pushing for not just one stimulus check, but multiple monthly recurring stimulus checks. I'll keep you up to date on all the big news. But really, the IRS Get My Payment tool is the only place you can go to get information about your specific direct deposit or stimulus check. I know it says unavailable or doesn't have information for a lot of people. And well, all you can do is tune into this channel, and I'll continue to bring you the most up-to-date information besides the IRS Get My Payment tool. I'll keep you up to date. I know it's unfortunate, and I wish I could bring you better news that everybody on Social Security and the additional 50 million people all received your stimulus check together today. But the IRS is just slammed right now. They're dealing with tax returns, stimulus checks, and these child income tax credits, and they're just very far behind. So I will keep you up to date with everything. Things will get better. You will get your check, whether it's in the mail, a debit card, or a direct deposit at some point. I'll keep you up to date with everything. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates. After subscribing, you can click the bell icon that appears to get notification reminders when we go live, which is every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I've had dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.